Welcome to the Stormsurf video surf forecast for the Indian Ocean for the week starting Sunday, August 24th. Brought to you by Kandui Resort in the Mentawai Islands, a great place to go surfing. First up, we take a look at significant wave heights for the South Indian Ocean. Notice a good sized area. Peak seas 38 feet due south of the Mentawai Islands, aimed a bit east of southwest Australia, but still 28-foot seas covering a huge area. It appears that another large swell is radiating into all the usual targets in the Indian Ocean. Let's go dig in and see what's to come for the future. First, we take a look at jet stream level winds. These winds, up at about 30,000 feet, when configured correctly, help support the formation of gales down in lower levels of the atmosphere and also direct those gales' tracks when they do form. We're looking for a trough in the jet stream that is a bowing to the north of the jet stream. Clearly, we have one of those right in this area that supports clockwise circulation down at lower levels. That's low pressure. That's a gale. That's what we're looking for. So right now, currently there is about 110 knot winds in this sort of a rough, not a super well-defined trough, but nonetheless, clearly a trough there, and that is what's supporting the seas that we saw in the previous image. And let's put this into motion, see how it evolves. One would expect that it would actually push off under southwest Australia, which it does, but look at this. More energy building into it, 150 knot winds pushing up into it, so perhaps some more production possible into about Tuesday night or so, and that continues into the southeast Indian Ocean into Wednesday for that matter. And then it looks like a pretty good ridge starts building here under Madagascar by Thursday. We'll watch that. That ridge sort of continues on, then it moderates, turn into sort of a zonal flow, flat west to east. No ridges, no troughs. It makes it a little bit more challenging for low pressure to get a foothold, and that continues out till the end of the model run late Sunday. So upper atmosphere looks pretty good initially, then things sort of moderate a bit. Let's go take a look down at the surface. So right where we saw the trough in the upper atmosphere, sure enough, we see a broad gale, 40, 35, 40, 45 knot winds aimed up towards southwest Australia, and for that matter, up towards the Mentawai Islands, covering a large area, swell undoubtedly being generated. Another gale trying to form under Madagascar as well. Put this into motion. This gale continues here. The main gale continues to sort of stir. Bits of 35 knot winds and then sort of peters out. Still, look at this. Here, 25, 30 knot fetch. That's good for maybe some 12-second period swell radiating up, certainly into southwestern Australia and likely the Mentawai Islands too. The gale here under Madagascar pretty much peters out by Wednesday. And then we see high pressure, something we haven't seen all season, starting to show up in the main storm generation area. Nothing large, but a little bit, maybe suggestive of a hint of what's to come for the future. But and here we go, another gale forming on Friday night, 30, 35 knot winds. Nothing particularly huge. It gets up there to 45 knots for a little bit, and then sort of follows the zonal flow that we saw, pretty much flat west to east. And then we're pretty much at the end of the picture, and things moderate a bit. Interesting point here. The models are suggesting that activity is supposed to pick up over in the South Pacific off here, which maybe would suggest that all the energy that's been bottled up here in the Indian Ocean, literally the entire summer, maybe some other folks are going to get to share a little bit of the wealth now, and a little bit less activity might be happening in the Indian Ocean. Let's go take a look at the significant wave height charts. We're going to start off going back in time just a little bit. Friday, the 22nd of August, gale develops near the Kerguelen Islands. This is the system that we see on the charts as of Sunday. 34-foot seas build over a pretty good size area. That's the peak of it right there Saturday night. Good energy pushing up into the Mentawai Islands on about the, 195 degree path right up there, and maybe even the 190 degree path. And also into Western Australia on the, about the 233, 237 degree path, and in close proximity as well. Distance-wise, Oh yeah, we can do it this way. So this is what's really cool. There you go. So that's about 1,500, 1,600 nautical miles out. And relative to the Mentawai Islands, we're talking about 2,500 nautical miles on the 191 degree path. So energy for sure for both locations from this system. As we roll this out, whoa, look at that. Notice, continued a little pocket of 40-foot seas. That was as of Sunday morning. Here we are, the current image. Things start settling down a little bit, but not completely out. Notice, seas actually impacting the Margaret River area on Monday in the 20-foot range. Okay, and notice you can also actually see, you can't actually see the swell, but you can see energy radiating north. So that's all good news. And that continues north into the Mentawai Islands. Continue to get gurgling of 22, 24-foot seas, more 13-second backfill energy towards the tail end of the swell. And then things, oh, look at that, even 20-foot seas, notice this, just continued kind of steady production of these what is this, 18-foot, almost 20-foot. That's good for about 12-second energy going into the usual targets. There you go. And roll this out. Then things settle down. Notice here's the high pressure system. Things kind of calm down. But notice a little system develops underneath the Kerguelen Islands on Saturday. We're 138 hours out now. That's about 26-foot seas. Good for a small shot of 14, 15-second period swell. And then we're at the end of it. So clearly, it appears that one big swell is on the way and then little bits of energy behind that. Let's go take a look at the local spot forecast. So here we go, Mentawai Islands. Notice decreasing swell. And when we say decreasing, not bad. I mean, 9, 10 foot, going down to about 6 feet, and boom, then another shot of swell by Wednesday in the 10 to 11 foot range, holding into Thursday morning, slowly trickling off. And then we're into, by about Sunday, things continue in about the 4-foot range. Winds, for the most part, pretty light and variable, nothing strong going on. Period here, 17 seconds on the big pulse for Wednesday, Thursday, and swell heights in about the 6 to 6.5 foot range. So, looking pretty good for the Mentawai. Likewise, we take a look at the Margaret River area. Surf in the 20-foot range. Notice it's kind of bobbling around a bit here. That's a lot to do with the local nature of the fetch. This is probably pretty raw. Winds looking to be southwest, dying off some by later Tuesday, 6-7 knots, and then actually turning east. So that looks like a good little bit. The tail end of the swell here, there might be a nice little window. And then continued surf gurgling in about the 12 to 15 foot range out into maybe about Friday sometime. And then for the weekend, things settle down somewhat, but still in the 8 to 10 foot range, even more. Winds coming up a little bit, but not horribly bad. And periods looking solid. Swell sizes, you can see it there. Certainly, surf is on the way. So the run continues for the Indian Ocean. One more good solid swell, then things settle down a little bit, but still looks like solid surf is on the way. Make the most of it while it's here. And of course, there's no better place to catch these swells than at Kandui Resort in the Mentawai Islands. Check them out on their website, kanduiresort.com. Great people, great place to go surfing. Enjoy. Go get some waves. We'll do this again next week, same time, same place. Go get some surf. Bye.